siege up and catch anyone out that's getting low health from their siege. The final pickup for Giants was Xerath.
Ladooscuro didn't even go back to base. He stuck around and just tried to use that health pot and use that regeneration. But he doesn't have a lot. Janna obviously won't be healing him until level 6. Top lane though, Frederick comes in, lands the passive, and that's first blood going to Giants.
Easy pickup for Giants there. They made sure that ZvenE, he's a little bit far away from any items he'd be looking for, but here could be the turning point. Mister is looking for a gank. In he goes.
He's coming in from behind, does have the Vault Breaker charged up. It will be Jinx flashing away from this one, but there's teleport from both of the top laners. This is about to get messy very, very quickly, and Werlyb comes in from the top lane, but right into the whole team of Ascension. 5 men were ready and waiting, and that's a kill and exchange, a 1-to-1 in total.
Mr. has his ultimate, but he's walking over a ward here. Xerath is in this bottom lane as well.
This could get messy once again in the bottom lane. Uses the ultimate onto Adryh in the bottom lane, drags him into Rydle. xPePii trying to return some damage, and Mr. is completely caught out. The box lands, and Ladooscuro is taking a ton of damage as well. Here comes the Super Mega Death Rocket, and it's death from afar as the Rite of the Arcane is also used. Hook doesn't quite land. Frederick follows through. Lands the Void Spikes for the kill, but Flezeth comes in from the middle lane as well. Gets locked down by xPePii. Now Frederick comes across, does not land the Void Spikes this time around, but a 2-for-0 is a great trade for Giants.
Quarter of the way off its cooldown still, so this gank may be a little hard work with a flash still available.
Oh, Mr. actually decides to charge up the Vault Breaker very early on into this gank.
They know he's there.
Yeah, they do indeed. Flezeth's turret in the middle lane has 26 health, so undoubtedly that will be going down soon. But in the top lane, Mr. now shows his face, and he will just actually go for this dive before the Vault Breaker's charged up. He will actually fast the Vault Breaker. Fairly telegraphed here from Ascension, and ZvenE will keep up the chase. He is out of mana. Xerath comes in from the middle lane, but he's out of mana as well. xPePii, however, is quite good to go. This will be the 2 disguise from Jayce, picking up the first kill. Frederick looks to follow up onto ZvenE in the top lane. Isn't quite able to connect the dots, but taking a look at xPePii. Right up the game, but it's the Golems are the one to take him down. And he just needed to keep him in place for that one. Frederick did eventually manage to chase down the tree. All over the map right now, 5,000 gold advantage at 15 minutes into the game is actually very, very big. Werlyb has been caught out. He did manage to get the blue buff. Can he escape with it? I don't think so, as Mr. will be chasing down the criminal. Get my blue buff back onto my mid laner. Flezeth will be the one to pick it up, but the rest of Giants is coming in from the side. Angelus has been caught out. Book comes in from the skies, and it just means there's enough burst to take him out. Mr. finds Frederick. Here comes Rite of the Arcane. Last charge will be landing. ZvenE comes in from around the side. Accelerated shock blast will be chunking them down as well. xPePii pops his own ghost to head into this range. Jinx Rocket goes right in between his team. ZvenE has been caught out here. Lands the stun, lands the death sentence as well. They should have enough damage before he drops. He will land the arcane smash onto everyone in that engagement. It's not enough damage. And again, the accelerated shock blast doesn't find its mark. And you fall behind later. Is there any chance of you just catching up again and then taking away the game, as they do manage to land the hook onto Ladooscuro? This is exactly what they want. Right up the arcane, trying to land the last hit, but it will not be enough, and Rydle, in fact, will be the one to fall. So what looked like a great pick will be turned right around by Ascension.
Yeah, the damage spike for Ascension's mid-game has finally been met. Trinity Force with the Sorcerer's Shoes means they can group.
Flezeth lands the accelerated shock blast, but this time also gets caught out as well. Shutdown comes in. This is a messy team fight for Ascension. They will be backing up, but losing their mid laner and AD carry in the process. Werlyb now on the offensive, taking point for his team. Moving now on to ZvenE. Also lands the zap from Jinx, and he has to go back in, be the sacrificial tree for his team. And a 3-for-0, make that a 4-for-0 as Frederick managed to chase down Angelus in the back.
We spoke about it earlier. Giants have been very reluctant to take control of their enemy jungle with regards to vision. Even though they have so much, strength here. The Vault Breaker right into the rocket.
A little bit unfortunate, but right the arcane lands everything, raining death down upon Ascension. They pick up that kill, and Adryh is going 1 versus 2, but actually coming out ahead. Frederick comes in from the side, gets the triple, looking for the quadra, will be taken away by xPePii. But wouldn't have been able to net the penta regardless.
Spawning yet means that Giants have all the time in the world right now with their Baron buff. And they do get a turret on the bottom side of the map for Ascension. The hook lands.
Flezeth has been caught out, moves in with the box. Everyone is getting locked down. Rydle will be the first one to drop though with his initiation. Have they been enough more than they can chew? Well, the jungler goes down from as Mr. Flezeth as well gets hit by the Rite of the Arcane, but a 1-for-1 trade. And he did manage to net the jungler for the support.
Baron buffed up Giants, though, are now looking to siege this tower once again. They have the Xerath to do so from the inside. However, Inhibitor has respawned. That is a key point. The mid lane is no longer going to be pushing in their favor. ZvenE gets locked down.
He does, but he is fairly tanky. We'll probably have to make a trip to the fountain very shortly. But this is slowing the push down from Giants. They are still chipping away at this turret, though, and that's the important thing. They're making permanent damage. Werlyb goes deep into the base, lands the zap, and the last Blaze Surge. Not going to be quite enough damage. Frederick again with the flash. Void Spikes will be taking down the AD carry, and this is a very deep dive, but it looks like it's working out for Giants. ZvenE moves onto the AD carry, but it's just not enough damage. Mr. has respawned from base. It's been so long of an engagement. Werlyb heads in regardless, turns around with the excessive force, but gets pinned down by the Arcano Pulse. A 4-for-1 for Giants.
Giants have too much damage for Ascension to actually deal with, regardless of how they engage this fight. You saw just how far in Frederick went, and it did not matter.
It looks like this may be last chance saloon, though, for Ascension to try and draw themselves back into this game. Werlyb, aggressive play onto Mr. Rydle, trying to connect a death sentence onto a squishy target. ZvenE, supposed to be the most tanky member of the team, but is getting nailed. Oh, one charge of Rise of the Ascension is enough to take down ZvenE. Now, this is a 5 versus 4, and the siege will continue.
Double inhibs are down, though, so Giants have all the position in the world to take down this inhibitor turret, the last remaining inhibitor turret. And my goodness, the stat line's all down the list for Giants as they push forward into the base.
Oh, this is the last bastion of the hope for Ascension. Flezeth will be falling to kick off this fight. Angelus being followed up. Super Mega Death Rocket tags him on the way out. A 5 versus 4. This is too tall of a task. You have to feel stress. Mr. as well will be heading in by himself, falling prey as well to the lineup of Giants. And this will be game. Dual Nexus turrets are falling. Nexus will fall as well. And the first game of this best of 3 between Giants and Ascension will be going to Team Giants.
That really was a good game out of xPePii.